Hello, this is the recap of the round 2 game from the Hungarian Championship, from the Open Hungarian Championship, which is in Körcsárnok in Budapest, part of the Budapest Spring Festival. In round 2 I played with the talented Hungarian player Máté Felmery. As you see, he is with the big cup on this picture. He won some important tournaments in the past, so it was a big challenge to play against him. He's also a fitness instructor, so when I saw him I recognized he's in a very good shape. So I thought if it will be a long game, probably this will be an advantage for him. So let's see actually the game, what happened. He started with e4, I played c5, the Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, bishop b5 check, the Moscow variation. This is very popular line nowadays. I played knight d7, other option is bishop d7 to offer the exchange of the bishops, a4. Yeah, this was kind of like a little surprise for me, because castle is maybe more common, or some other moves like knight c3 or queen e2, but yeah, a4 I think this becomes more and more popular. The idea of this move is to gaining space, actually also avoiding a6 b5, plus even gaining more space with a5 in the future. So knight f6, I attack the e4 pawn, defended with the knight. I played e5. Actually, I think this was a critical moment, which if I would play again the game, I would play differently, because after e5, the position became pretty close and very hard to do anything. Here, it was possible to play also g6, with a type of kind of like a dragon setup, or e6, more like a Scheveningen. Somehow I was still in the mindset of playing e5, like many of these lines when white plays d4, actually after the exchange black plays e5 to control the center. So yeah, I achieved that, control the center, but also this move gave up the d5 square. a5, wow, very aggressive. Yeah, probably was thinking to play a6, and then after exchanging the pawns, then a6, a7 will be a weak pawn, which is of course defendable. Or if I play b6, then this a7 can be always like after knight b5. In endgames, actually it can be critical. So I just decided to play a6, bishop c4, h6, yeah, to avoid this knight g5 stuff. It was interesting possibility. If I play bishop e7, I think he can sacrifice the bishop. Knight g5 check, the knight king moves somewhere, attacking the queen, and fork. Okay, let's see, he moves somewhere, and the knight can go out actually, so white keeps the advantage, the exchange advantage. Actually, this is not that bad how I thought it is. Got this, and looks like actually black will get 2 pawns. So pawn and bishop for the exchange, which is actually manageable. Okay, but yeah, this bishop takes up, so this is an interesting idea. I just wanted to avoid this, so I played h6, d3, g6, developing the bishop, h3, bishop g7, bishop e3, and here can come an important maneuver to get the knight to c6 and maybe d4. I think this was important. Also, it opened up for the c8 bishop. Queen d2, knight c6, knight d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes d5, eliminating that strong knight, bishop e6. So I just fighting and playing around this d5 square. This was a weak square, but now I exchanged one of his strong knights, now ready to exchange the bishop, which actually he did. So no more weakness. I got actually double pawns, which has pluses, minuses. The pluses I really control well the squares around the center. The minus I cannot play f5, like which I would like to do actually in these kind of positions. Knight h2, queen c7, castle. Actually, instead of queen c7, there was an interesting option. I was considering to castling long. So short castle, long castle. Let's say maybe c3 and then d5. This is protected, and then if you play something like queen c2 to go out of the pin, then king, and pinning my king, or going to my king, pinning those pieces, then king b8, and this would be really interesting. So white may attack on this side, black may attack on the other side. So queen c7, castling, h5. Yeah, I want to castle, but this was hanging, so I could not castle. First, I need to save the pawn. Knight f3, castling, knight h4, attacking the g6, king h7, king to h1, knight d4, takes. Okay, here I thought, okay, I may be fine. c4, and yeah, this was the first critical moment. I'm not sure to take or not to take. Actually, I think to take because then I get some target, but also b7 will be a target, or I can just keep how it is, but then it would be really hard to play because I can play something like this, but probably white can just build up a blockade and it's probably no real chance to break through. So I took some risks. I was thinking to keep the position more open to have a chance for a win. B takes c3, bishop h6, queen b2. Okay, and here comes a move which really interesting, kind of similar like in the first round against Grandmaster Berkesh. I pushed the pawn in the center and then became a weak pawn. Like that was with the reverse with white. Actually, I played e4 and then d4 became weak. Now I played d5 actually, and then e5 became weak. So it's kind of interesting connection with the past. Probably actually would be better just to keep the pawn there. It is like queen e7, knight f3 maybe. Yeah, actually this is a chance again just for equality actually. Interesting that I analyzed. So the idea is to stop these checks and now sacrificing the exchange. Queen h4. And this is a draw actually. Yeah, he should go to g2, other way we are still check, bishop h4, and then checkmating ideas. So this would be a draw. Yeah, so white has a small edge. You know what, maybe a possibility, and probably what I would do more if I don't want to go for a draw, I want to play for a win. So rook f7 to double the rooks. And yeah, defend b7 with the rook, and later still like g5, g4 stuff. Okay, but I played d5. Knight f3 attacking the pawn. Rook f7, queen b3. Attacking d5, queen d6 protecting. Okay, e1, and then here I made a mistake. I recognize he's returning to take on d5, and then taking on e5 also. So I need to somehow, I cannot defend with the bishop because knight g5 fork. So I decided to defend actually with the rook, which was actually a big mistake. I knew I could defend with the other rook, but yeah, I just wanted to go out also from this fork. But actually this was the right move because now actually the same thing which is in the game is not working. So capture, it's this rook protects this one and the other rook protects e5. Still actually after d4, c takes, e takes d4, white is somehow better because he has the initiative. Yeah, the initiative, and then pressing this b7 backward pawn. But this was worse because now, yeah, white has some nice combination. If you want to solve it as a puzzle, please pause the video and take your time to think about it. Okay, let's see the solution. So capture. I capture back with the queen actually. The question, what if pawn captures? If you want, this is another option for a puzzle. So white to move, pause the video. So rook takes e5. Rook takes e5, queen takes. This is what I missed when I played. I just missed this. Rook is hanging. It's a double attack. It's really interesting. Again, just referring back game one, where I missed another double attack like this actually. Like this is how I lost a pawn in the final way. I lost a pawn. Actually, that was here. This fork. That was it was like this double attack. Interesting. The king was here, my rook here, and his queen was on there with reversed colors. So I missed this one. And here white has an extra pawn and still active. So when I recognized, I decided, okay, I played this one. So if exchanging the queens, I was hoping to actually to get some counterplay here. Takes, maybe takes, and something like maybe rook c8, or first this and then rook c8. Yeah, I was hoping to get some counterplay. I hope this is probably it's better chance than the other one with the queens on the board, because position is kind of open. The bishop may be just good enough. Okay, so he did not take it. He played queen b4. Played rook c7. Okay, I decided, okay, let's save my rook because the rook was hanging. And if he captures here, then d3 is hanging. So he captured with the knight. Now there's a nice double attack. If you want to solve it, please pause the video and find the right move. Okay, bishop d2, yeah. Queen moves. It's kind of little counter attack, because if the rook simply moves, then this would be a fork. Okay. Okay, yeah, I defended the pawn. Probably this was again not the best move. It was probably better just to go for the exchange and take on c3. Yeah, equal number of pawns. Okay, what did he do here? Rook e2, he also kind of played safe. Probably c4 would be a move to attack. Yeah, capture. So interestingly, yeah, retry analyze. So I was actually happy to capture this pawn, because make a pass pawn, but still, you know, this more space and nice knight, it gives white an edge. This is what he should have done instead of rook e2. Rook e2, bishop takes c3, knight c4. Change the queens. Rook d8. Instead of defending, I counterattacked, captured, knight e5. Double attack, again, instead of defending, attacking, captured, knight f4, rook f5, g3. And here, actually, I was very happy. I was thinking maybe my position is pretty good. I was hoping to queen the pawn. So pushed, rook d1. Actually, the time was pretty low again. Move 39. We need to play 40 moves in 90 minutes. Was down for a few minutes, and here I just again made a kind of a blunder. It's not really a blunder, but I just did not recognize this fork is threatening, because this is protected by the rook. So I just pushed the pawn, which is actually a fine move. Knight d5, and yeah, here actually move 40. I have like 1 minute left. I need to decide what to do. There are two options. One is to like capture the knight or move the rook. I first calculated, but I did not play this one because I thought to capture, and this just looked so dangerous for me, like take. And yeah, and I did not like this because he has like 3 against 1, probably will stop this pawn. And this looks like a need to find some really strong moves for black. Actually, like h4 is a strong move to destroy the pawn structure. It needs to defend. Takes, and now because the distance is big enough, you can just go for the checks forever or attack the pawns, and white cannot go out of this stuff. Yeah, just checks. Yeah, if like just one example of this is, you can even lose. If you can find, yeah, please stop the video if you want and find a way to win for black. a3. So the pawn actually became just so super strong. Look, cannot take the rook because of the queening. And it's no matter if it stops because it's and queening, and so will be the rook against pawns, which wins. So I was not brave enough to play the right move. I sacrificed. Actually, I thought, okay, yeah, down the exchange, but still I have some strong pawns. I was hoping to make it enough. Go out, rook e2 to stop the pawn. This was the right move. Bishop b2. Okay, now I'm threatening again a2, a1. Stops the pawn, and here I was thinking what to do. Somehow I pushed the pawn. I played b5, which actually it became a good decision, because he fought a lot, and then he went for the sacrificing the rook for the 2 pawns and going for a draw. Maybe he thought like those pawns can be just too dangerous. Yeah, actually, white could have stopped the pawns, like playing rook e4 first. Rook c4, then just check and then going behind. Yeah, this is just check. The problem is the bishop is lost, and then he still comes back with the rook to stop the pawns. And what else? Yeah, if rook e4. Yeah, this I also. Yeah, if rook b7 going behind, the problem is rook b4. Yeah, and this is interesting. So he cannot take it, because then he needs to sacrifice the rook, and this should be a draw, bishop against 3 pawns. But he can come with the king, and then it's slowly but surely with the pawns he will be able to win, I think, with those pawns. And sometimes maybe going to this kind of endgame to sacrifice back and then winning with the many pawns. But probably he thought he was low on time and risky, so he decided to actually go for the simplification. So just capture the pawn. I played a2, rook a1, a1 queen, rook takes, bishop takes, and to king g2 he offered a draw, and I was actually happy to accept after losing the exchange. So this was round number 2. Hope you enjoyed the game. Yeah, if you want to get notification, please subscribe. Yeah, and hope to see you in round number 3. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all the support, and see you soon. Bye bye.